Good morning, Coyotes. Welcome to our last episode of the year. Seems like just yesterday we were joining our first Zoom meetings. I'm Jacob Calderon.
And I'm Haley Federico, and we'll be your host for today. Today, we have a selection of great segments all about appreciating our Good Morning Castaic parents.
Thank you, GMC parents and all parents, for your support this year. First off, Jamie Lee Hyde explores the motorcycle ranch that her family owns and operates. Andy Rubio interviews her mother about a safety app that she created. And finally, Torrin Rikers takes us inside his dad's sound studio. All this plus much more.
Sit back and relax because we have a great show for you. Good Morning Castaic starts right now.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
This year has been pretty rough for all of us. Having to do school online has taken a mental toll on many students. But AC Caliber Triple has some tips on how to get your grades up.
Good morning, Coyotes! As we're approaching the end of the year, many of us are trying to get our grades up. So today I have a few tips for you on how to do just this. Number 1. Make sure that you have all of your missing assignments turned in. Missing assignments can boost your grade by a lot, and not having these in can also drop your grade a large amount. Number 2, if you have any low grades that are a 2 or below, consider fixing them for more credit. Although 1 extra point may not seem like a lot, collectively this can boost your grade by much more than you think. Number 3, take advantage of win time. If you need any help with an assignment or are confused on it, come to win time. This will not only help you understand your assignments more, but will also help you do better on them. And most importantly, make sure that you're keeping up with all of your assignments, even as we reach the end of the school year. Although there are only a few weeks left, it's important to make sure that even these last few assignments are turned in. That's about it for me today, Coyotes. Hopefully these tips help you bring your grades up before the end of the semester. Reporting for Good Morning Castaic, my name is Izzy Caliburn Triple.
This year has been full of many crazy and honestly unbelievable events. So much has gone on that I honestly forgot what happened. Chase Oliveira gives us an overview of the 2020 to 2021 school year.
Hey everyone, it's been a pretty busy year. I sometimes forget what's happened. So I'm going to give you a recap of everything that's happened this school year, starting in fall of 2020. In August, at the beginning of our school year, fires burned over 4 million acres across California, and on the 28th, Chadwick Boseman passed away. On September 3rd, Tenet released in theaters, but flopped, causing movies to be released on streaming services, almost killing cinemas. In October, scientists found evidence of microbial life on Mars. On November 3rd, Joe Biden won the presidential election. On December 14th, the US gave the first COVID vaccination. On January 6, 2021, the U.S. Capitol building was stormed. In February, Texas froze over in a winter storm. In March, there was another toilet paper shortage. On April 25th, Nomadland won Best Film at the Oscars. On May 12th, the officer who killed George Floyd was prosecuted. Also, since May 10th, 12 to 15-year-olds are now able to get the COVID vaccine. Like I said, it's been a pretty busy year, but luckily there have been a few good things to balance out the bad things. And there's only a few more days of school, so stay safe, Coyotes. Over and out.
During the pandemic, there really hasn't been much to do outdoors. Though, one of the few places that are open is the Hyde's Motorcycle Ranch. Jamie Lee Hyde gives us an inside look on her father's establishment.
I'm here today at a place called Rawhide Ranch. Nestled in the foothills above Los Angeles, in the outskirts of a tiny little town called Castaic, lies the only BMW adventure school in North America.
Rawhide Adventures is literally an adventure company. We're involved with the motorcycle industry, and we run a training program, but because of the training that we offer people, we then offer adventure tours all over the world. The experience at Rawhide is two things, really. It's empowerment, because we're teaching people how to manage these big motorcycles in an off-road environment, but it's also fun. It's big time fun. And I've had a lot of, I can't tell you the number of people that have teased me about being Walt Disney of the motorcycle world, and that Rawhide is Disneyland for motorcycle riders.
Rawhide Ranch wasn't always a motorcycle training facility. Back in the 40s, Jim's mother, Catherine Hyde, used the ranch to raise dogs. Since then, nearly 12,000 people have come through the doors of Rawhide since 2003.
Well, Castaic was a natural location for Rawhide Adventures because my parents bought this property in 1945, just after my dad got home from the war. And we've got hundreds of acres here, and it's a perfect place for a motorcycle school. You know, as you travel the world, you just have to pay attention as you travel through these obscure little towns across America, across the world, because you never know what incredibly cool little business may be lurking in the forest somewhere near.
Rawhide has had to adapt since the start of COVID-19 to provide a safer experience for all staff and customers. Hopefully within the next few months, Rawhide can return to whatever the new normal will be. Reporting for STN and Good Morning Castaic, this is Jamie Lee Hyde.
Thanks, Jamie Lee. That ranch looks like a lot of fun. To keep you updated on what's happening on campus, Christopher Casey gives us the announcements.
Good morning there, Coyotes. We have some announcements for you today, so let's just get right into it and see what we have in store today. Well, the first thing we have off is club news. The Define SEV Club, the Sports Club, the Anime Club, the Red Cross Club, the Latinx Culture Appreciation Club, and the Art Club are looking for new members. So if you wish to join those clubs or you need any more information, all the information that you need to contact is in the Daily Bulletin. Well, second off, we have some sports news. So we only have one announcement for this, but if you're wanting to enjoy tennis for next year, then every single information or contact that you will be able to need will be in a Daily Bulletin. Do you enjoy singing? Well, why don't you join Mixed Choir, where they sing various things of music and also where they travel across the US. Because in April 2022, they'll be going to Disneyland and singing, and also for Spring Break 2023, they'll be going to Hawaii. So if you are interested in joining, then all the information that you'll need or any contact information will be in the Daily Bulletin. Well, did you know that Castaic's second annual art show will be happening on Wednesday, May 26th? So if you're wanting to see the various great art that we'll be seeing on that show, then all the information to join, like the link and password, will be in the Daily Bulletin. Lastly, through June 1st through the 3rd, finals week, we'll be able to wear pajamas for Pajama Day. So, obviously, if you were too lazy to change and just go in your pajamas to school on June 1st through the 3rd, then go right on ahead. But that is pretty much all that we have today, Coyotes. I hope you stay safe and hope you have a great day. This is Christopher Casey reporting for Good Morning Castaic.
If you're interested in making music, a cool place to visit is the Echo Bar Studios. Torn Records gives us a closer look at the place owned and operated by his father.
My name is Eric Reichers. I'm an audio engineer, and this is my studio, the Echo Bar. So here at the Echo Bar, I record and mix music for artists and bands, and I also mix the audio for film and TV productions. So when I first moved to California, I was working as a freelance audio engineer out of a lot of different studios in and around the Los Angeles area. In 2011, my good friend Bob Horn and I decided we were going to build our own studio. We had accumulated enough clients that we felt like we wanted to have a place where we could cater to their needs and have a studio that was designed to cater to our workflows specifically. So the Echo Bar was built in 2011, and we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary. An audio engineer does a lot of different things in a recording studio. If you're going to record acoustic music, your role is a little different than if you're going to be recording, say, electronic music or EDM. If I'm going to record a drum kit, I'm going to have to set up microphones for the drums, and then I've got to plug those microphones into all of my equipment here, and then I have to record them into my computer, and then I mix those signals and make things sound right. You're trying to create a song, and you're trying to meet the vision for the artist and the producer and the record labels and all the people that are involved. I wanted to own and operate my own business because I like the flexibility in my schedule, and I like being able to make creative decisions with my clients and not having to answer to anyone else. And I also like having a consistent place to do my job. The thing I love most about my job is that I get to witness songs and creative projects come to life before they're ever broadcast on the radio or streamed on the internet, and that'll never get old.
Now it's time for Coyote of the Week, where students are picked for their outstanding behavior or work and provided a certificate of achievement and a $15 Barnes & Noble gift card provided by Largix Credit Union.
Hello, Castaic. This is Bethany Tucker. She is our Student of the Week this week. Bethany shows up on time. She works hard. She's supportive to her peers. She's actively engaged in all of her classes. She is a star student, and we are honored to have her as our Student of the Week. Great job, Bethany.
Thank you. I nominated you for Coyote of the Week.
Oh.
So high five. I'm so appreciative of you, not just as a student, because you're an amazing student. You work really hard, and I know you're really trying to learn a lot, but you've been just the best communicator all year. Not only are you telling me when you need help and what kinds of things we need to clarify, but you always take time to stop in and tell me what you're getting and when lessons are working for you. And it's been such a joy to celebrate those wins with you all year. And I just want you to know how awesome you are. So Coyote of the Week, woohoo!
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. You get a $15 Barnes & Noble card and a certificate, and my eternal gratitude because I feel really fortunate to be your teacher.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, honey. I hope you have a great day.
You too.
Congratulations, Coyotes. For our final segment, celebrating GMC parents, Andy Rubio brings us a special interview about how her mother developed a COVID safety app in the midst of the pandemic.
Good morning, Castaic. I'm Andy Rubio, and today I'm talking about a web app called The Daily OK. During the early months of the pandemic, Yolanda Rubio and her team were hard at work putting together an app that could help identify if someone may or may not have COVID.
So my app is called The Daily OK, and it is a web app. Actually, it's not an app like you download from the Google Play Store or from the Apple Store. It's actually called a web app. And what it does is that the application is intended as a wellness tool that you can manage your employees. This is for an employer group to send out on a daily basis a survey, a wellness check-in. That's what we call it, the Daily OK, to see how you're doing, to check in with you. Are you doing okay? And the questions that are in this actual app don't take more than a minute. But because of the current times that we're living with COVID, it actually has COVID related questions, right? How are you feeling in relation to that?
During our interview, she further explains to me how she would like her app to some way evolve into a mechanism for employers and or schools to help better understand their employees' and students' mental health.
Develop this new one, right? Which is more behavioral health oriented, more wellness oriented, and more of an opportunity for the employees to not only check in with themselves, but I think a happy employee is an employee that has a manager that cares for them. And this is a way to show that you care because you're actually checking in with them and they have an opportunity to provide that feedback to you. So that's how we came up with the idea.
As a student myself, I want to see more apps like hers and many others that are trying to create a better environment for workplaces all alike. I'm Andy Rubio reporting for GMC.
Well, Coyotes, that's all we have for this year. Make sure to follow our Instagram and Twitter, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can watch replays of our shows.
We have a lot of features that we didn't have a chance to air this year, so be sure to check out our social media as we highlighted more events, sports, and people on campus in the coming weeks. We will see you back here next year for GMC Season 3, coming to you live for the first time. I'm Jacob Calderon.
And I'm Haley Federico, leaving the meeting.
GMC Season 2, that's a wrap.